This is a quick video review of the QSee 8-channel surveillance system. This one comes with 4 cameras, high definition, of night vision. I'm going to walk you through the basic use of it first, and I'm going to show you where I have 2 of the cameras set up right now. It's nighttime right here, and we have sublighting outside, so you'll be able to see some contrast between mildly lit areas and dark areas for these cameras. Let me show you the unit first. There's really not much to the front. This is an HD unit, which has an HDR built into it as well. So you are able to record on this unit. Most of the controls are fairly self-explanatory. Flipping through the cameras here, and different menu options, play, record, forward, back. And those are also echoed here on the remote, which comes with the device. I find myself using the remote more than the buttons on the device for obvious reasons. And you can flip through the cameras here, you can zoom in with the cameras here, and menus and exits. Really not much more to it. All the rest of these buttons have to do with playback and the record right there. So let me show you the pictures that are coming through on 2 of the cameras first. Move the camera over here, and you'll be able to see that this one picture here, which is coming in on a regular monitor, this is a 15-inch monitor, is from the front of the house, where it's not very well lit. Those lights that you see outside are just garden path lights, and the overhead light is a very light solar light. The lights you see in the background are people's lights on their houses. As you can see, it's fairly bright out to the fence, which is about 20 feet away from the house. Beyond that, you can see fairly well, but you can't really make out that much detail. You can see the car that's sitting in front of the house there pretty clearly. Let me switch the cameras right now. Now this is the back of the house. Now the back of the house is actually not lit anymore, is probably less lit than the front of the house. But you can see that it's picking up quite a bit of ambient light from the lights around the neighborhood and from being in a city area. So you're able to see all of the picnic tables, and you can see all the way back, and you can sort of see outlined in the back. There's a swing set in the background there, and you can see the trees across the street, which are at least 70 feet away. And you can see the house across the street, which is a similar distance. So these cameras have pretty nice pickup. Like I said, there is ambient light here. This isn't perfect darkness like you would be out in the woods or in an isolated area. So there's more ambient light in cities, and it works really well in that environment. As you can see from the detail on the chairs, if someone was there, it was a person, animal, you'd be able to pick them up pretty well and pick out a lot of detail about it, which I think is probably the most important point about security cameras. I want to go over one more thing about the device itself. This is set up for 720p monitors and TVs rather. It has a second output for VGA, which is good, because otherwise this unit would not have worked out for me. So you can see I have it plugged into VGA right now, and USB is over here. I have a TV which is supposed to support 720p and 1080 as well, but in 720 mode it did not work at all with this unit. So that's something to keep in mind, is you want to be careful to be able to return these if it doesn't work with your TV. It's supposed to work with all modern TVs, but mine's it's a Philips and it's only about 4 years old. When I plugged the USB in, it just kept saying that it wasn't supported, and I emailed their customer service, which was good, and they were responsive, but they said there was nothing they could do about it. So I just opted to instead go with a 15-inch monitor. It's not ideal. I'd rather have this plugged into my TV, but all things considered, it's really not that big a deal. I can just put it in a different room. You can see a bug fly by there. That's actually a pretty good video. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to give you a high level for how this works. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Thanks.